What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age Mythology. The Titans action spawning on the left side of the map in the red color, playing as Odin. His name is GrandMonster. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Hades. His name is reDo. The map is Blue Lagoon. This is game number 3 of this best of 3 for the Blue Champions League season number 2, week number 5. Just in case you guys are trying to follow along. I know I'm trying to follow along, but it's so many games. It's so hard to keep up with everything. GrandMonster winning that second game there on a marsh, utilizing his Odin power. reDo going into game number 2. Really strange opening choices here already for reDo. You know, I would love to get into his head here. Ask why he makes these decisions. Because this wood line here, this is a wood line I would never go to in any matchup. It's like this one or this one. This one doesn't have a tower, so I probably go to this one so that I can retreat into the sentry tower. This one over here, maybe you can wall it off, but then he's just going to burn it. He's going to open up your base a lot. If he burns the back tree, your base is still kind of closed off, and you can move forward, and this tree's kind of safe. The double towers here. Anyways, enough critique. No one cares. No one cares. GrandMonster here going to be trying to get this win here in this game. I'm not sure exactly how well he's done in this group stage. So every win he gets gives him a easier time in relegations. So as the higher, like if you lose, like I think the groups were six players or 7 players in each group. Can't remember. So it's 5 weeks plus flex, 7 players. Gotta be 7. In each group. So the top 4 from each group go into the playoffs. So the bottom 3 have to fight their opposition spot. So 5 plays 7, 6 plays 6, and obviously 7 plays 5. So you want to get that 5th spot if you can't make it into playoffs, because that's going to give you the easiest opponent on the other side of the bracket. And then also on top of that, gives you the easiest chance if you lose that, because then you're playing against the weakest challenger, quote unquote, weakest challenger, who is going to be trying to vie for promotions. So last season, we actually saw quite a few players relegated, quite a few players promoted. So we'll see if that trend continues in this season as well. So I'm very curious to see how that's all going to go. We just see the temple coming up for GrandMonster in the middle of the map, throwing the house down. We have seen this a little bit. This is a little bit of an innovation from, I believe it was Soup. He was toying with the idea of just getting a little bit aggressive with the temple in order to put pressure on super early against Greek players and Egyptian players. The problem that you run into is if the Greek player gets aggressive back, your entire forward base gets completely destroyed. So we'll see what's going to happen here. Let's check out reDo's base. He doesn't see this at all. So fantastic for him. Ares coming through for... This guy have some sort of 6th sense? He's going Ares? I mean, maybe he doesn't spot the temple, though. He does spot the Ajax. I like that he's taking this fight, because that's going to prevent the Ajax from coming in and harassing his economy or something. Really smart to be doing that. There's the Freya. And the army can now fight back and push the Ajax back. But Ares coming through for reDo. The temple in his base. 4 villages on gold. 8 villages on wood. And this is going to be a really, really tough one for GrandMonster to deal with. We'll see how he's going to go. GrandMonster's throwing up this longhouse over here. He's got this one here. If reDo just throws his Ajax over in this spot, he can hit all 3 of these buildings. But obviously GrandMonster doesn't know that Ares is incoming for him. We'll see how it's going to go. But that's also meaning like the Cyclops that comes out Not only does it sort of counter the Valkyrie in a 1v1 now, this Cyclops is basically a heroic age myth unit in the classical age in a way. Is he going to get this villager away? He's not going to get it. One more hit. One more. He's not going to get it. Keeps that one alive. Chiron does come out instantly here. We've got barracks and range. So Hoplite Toxoidi army against this forward base here from GrandMonster. And the Ajax retreating back. Throwing up a... Guys, I said once, said twice, I don't need to say it a third time, but I'm gonna. Don't build stables when you're going against Norse. They're not fast enough anyways to chase the raiding cavalry around. Better just build walls. Hoplite Toxotes, that's the secret. Now the Katoskopos comes in, going to cast his... I thought he would cast his Pestilence here. But he's holding onto it for something. But the big thing that reDo's actually got going for him here, which normally Hades wouldn't, is the Cyclops is basically allows reDo to push through and hit this, which is huge, and kill it really quickly with the Cyclops because of the extra 12 crush damage. Doesn't do any bonus damage against buildings, but the crush damage is huge. You see the raiding cavalry coming in to attempt to snipe some of those Toxotes, but with the Cyclops here, if he focuses at all, no focus. He's going to lose one Toxote and then get out. Nice play from GrandMonster to get that snipe there. And now reDo chasing that one around. Potential forest fire onto this location, or this location might help out quite a bit. We will be seeing this this longhouse going down. There's the forest fire. The village is going to get away very, very quickly. Chiron going to take a bunch of damage though. Does get away, and this is just about to fall. Population is 48 or 51 to 59, so still pretty close, but you have to consider this Cyclops is sort of worth a little bit more. Is it 4 population? Ah, it's worth 4 population. I thought it was 3 population for some reason, but it is very, very good. And now we're just going to search for something else. I'm surprised to see him not come over this location here and just slowly push through all these buildings, but maybe that's exactly what GrandMonster wants here, because GrandMonster basically just wants to get full population before he starts fighting, which is essentially what he's going to try and do. And you see the other thing that happens when you build Hippocon is you need more gold to get them going. Is it what, 80 gold as opposed to the other stuff? But villagers are getting pulled here. Nice raid from GrandMonster to hit this one. The Hoplites trying to help out Cyclops, and Hoplites going after this, leaving some Toxotes. Straggler Toxotes there. Can go after that. Not losing any villagers just yet, but why is he not on that wood line? Ah, feels bad. Now the longhouse does go down. Cyclops coming over, going to hit the house as well. And now GrandMonster's in a little bit of problem, but like GrandMonster deals with this really, really nicely. Just spamming military buildings everywhere. Like the amount of time it takes to kill off these buildings is quite a lot. But nice micro so far from GrandMonster to just distract and slow. Essentially, while this is all going on, GrandMonster is getting this hunt. He's had a bunch of hunt. He's pumping villagers out. Feeling really, really good about his situation here. Raiding cavalry does come in. Going to be hitting those Toxotes in the back. Moving in on the front as well. Retreating back with those raiding cavalry. Smart play to be running away from those hoplites, allowing the rest of his army to do a lot of damage. But GrandMonster moving away from his game plan just a little bit here. We see the villagers getting pulled forward by reDo as he's going to be attempting to help bring them in to kill off the temple and kill off all these units here. We do see the Ajax going down. It's 57 pop for reDo to 79 pop for GrandMonster. And it looks as if reDo is getting completely decimated here. There's a ton of these villagers just not doing anything, but GrandMonster's population just completely drops there really, really quickly. Really nice play from reDo because he needs to get access to this hunt here. And now he's pushing back. The Cyclops trying to pick up some units here. He does manage to grab that one. Will this Cyclops throw it into the units? No. Feels bad. This does so much damage if you can get the Cyclops to throw into a bowl of units, but doesn't get that one to happen there. And now reDo reDo's continuously pushing in here. 52 pops to 64 population. Cyclops doing so much damage, but almost has been picked off with 46 HP left. And we do see reDo's got 17 favor, so he could build another one. He's got the Hades Shades coming out as well, but hasn't really got so many of them. Meanwhile, reDo just hunting under the nose of GrandMonster here. We'll see if he's gonna notice it or not. But reDo's gonna have to pull back for the time being. 47 pop to 65 pop. GrandMonster with tons of food in the bank is a little bit. Well, no, he doesn't need a house, but he lost one house in this whole process. And again, what's reDo doing? reDo's not got his 1500 gold. Underneath those shades, gonna be hitting the house over here. Raiding cavalry coming through. Attempt to hit these villages. So many low HP villages here as well. The raiding cavalry actually don't see this though. There they go. Now they spot it. Villagers just gonna be retreating. Oh, nice raid here. Gonna kill off one villager there, but does a path block the elephant to help out the rest of these villagers. So that feels good. Nice micro here from GrandMonster yet again, sniping another Toxodian. Doesn't even lose a raiding cavalry there. Absolutely huge. Really nice play from GrandMonster. Good control. But reDo does have access to this elephant now. He's got tons of those archery ranges up now. It looks like he's going in for Hippocon Toxodes, which I don't hate. If he wants to stop building those hoplites, totally fine. The Hippocons can tank for the throwing the Toxodes here. I'm surprised to see no more Cyclops being built, because that's a big reason why you win this fight here. The raiding cavalry are going to be attempting to return back over onto this location here. 1, 2, 3 low HP villages. If GrandMonster spots it here, it's going to be huge. He does spot one of them, spots two of them. That's 2 dead villagers really, really quick. And he can just get out of here. Maybe get another villager kill. 3 villager kills. Still no raiding cavalry is lost. And he does retreat, and he manages to keep every raiding cavalry alive. As Odin, those will be back up to full HP. Oh no, he's not run. I thought he ran. He did lose one. Fair enough. And there's the Ares going down. The Pestilence at 11 minutes here. That's pretty funny. And his throwing axeman going to be retreating back. Getting chased down by the Toxodes. Chiron can start taking down the Valkyrie here. It has next to no HP left and does snipe that one there. His raiding cavalry doing a lot of damage over here. Sniping straggler units as he goes in. Now the Cyclops going after the temple, slowly but surely. And reDo's still not building another one. He's got 28 favor. A little bit short on the houses here. Is he going to build houses at any point? Maybe not. Who needs houses? Oh, he gets another Cyclops special ability off. 17 HP left on this Cyclops, and he will be finally losing it there. That's a very, very high value Cyclops in this game. Been alive since 4 minutes and 30 seconds or so. But now the population is finally in reDo's favor for the first time in this game. So we'll see what he's going to use for it. And GrandMonster's happily eating this elephant. Another longhouse going up. It looks like reDo is staying. Oh, there's the house. Come on, I thought he was going to stay 85 pop and just go straight to the next stage. And now we see another movement in. Really nice concave by reDo. Not many raiding cavalries here at all. And these Toxodes, Hades Toxodes, they're strong, man. They're super strong. Now Chiron going to do tons of damage to the Valkyrie. You have to sort of micro away with the Valkyrie, because she can dodge the Chiron, but it's not happening here. reDo not microing onto the other Valkyrie. Now the surround coming in for GrandMonster. He's going to start doing tons of damage to reDo as he's got the population advantage yet again. But the Toxodes still do so much. A Valkyrie just about to go down. More of those Hippocon coming in, but they just don't cut it. But maybe the Hades Shades will. Villagers are idle for reDo in his base with no gold income. And it's looking as if GrandMonster has managed to push reDo back, and potential here for a gold starve in this game for GrandMonster as the villagers moving forward onto this gold mine. But I mean, reDo can build. Let's get those Hades Shades. This is a big reason why you want to fight like this way. That reDo's doing is the Hades Shades, but he's not getting them into his army. We do see that the raiding cavalry coming over going to hit this immediately, and surely GrandMonster just says, no, not going to happen. Move all of his raiders over here. The villagers are going to be retreating away from this gold mine. Raven's checking out gold left, right, and center. He's got the Odin map axe. He's got the villagers surrounded here, preventing them from retreating away, getting tons of damage done. The army coming through for reDo still has a lot of units left. Still can make Cyclops, but he's not choosing to do so. That's kind of the only military unit he can build at this point because he's got no gold left. And now GrandMonster can take this fight happily knowing that reDo's got no gold income here. And he's going to clean it all up. And it's looking as if GrandMonster is going to be able to overcome the might that is reDo here. All this population dying, 60 population left. Villagers going to be sneaking up onto this location, but there's going to be very, very short amount of time before GrandMonster has spotted that. He's moving into the middle of the map, maybe going to sneak this gold mine. Who knows where he's going? But he's definitely going to make that attempt. You have to, and reDo does decide in that moment to tap out. Too far behind. GG, well played. But yet again, another victim of the Hippogon unit in this matchup. Just slows you down so much. Doesn't give you any value and is not a good choice. Better to go 1 military academy, 2 range or something. And you'd be able to push out a little bit better. Not building multiple Cyclops is such a big mistake as well because you saw how much value 1 Cyclops had. 2 Cyclops. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. But GG, well played by GrandMonster. Makes the forward base work against Greek. Normally this doesn't work. Normally the Hades Shades comes out and you're completely fine. But I think reDo wasn't quite aware of the Hades Shades, or a little bit idle, not using the idle military banner enough, and not able to help out in his army. If you get them in, they tank throwing axemen like a boss because they're not classified as an infantry. They're not classified as infantry, so these throwing axemen only do 4.5 damage to them. They've got 110 HP. That's like a hoplite. Hoplite's 115 HP, so it's just short of a hoplite. So that's super good against the Norse army, but doesn't manage to use them, doesn't manage to get them out. And GrandMonster takes the win, takes the series. Underdog. GG, well played. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow button on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next game.